Just loves paperwork.
Alright, welcome.
To me, it's kinda...
This is Brawler 1-1
strange.
Alpha training program. Today
There's
is going to
people
be
who enjoy
extremely
doing things,
boring.
but it does seem like
We're
he
going to
gets,
be doing
does
loadouts
have his
and
spreadsheets.
we're not sure
And writing.
what
Graphs
else.
and
Stop talking.
I need
paperwork.
to send up the crew
They can't
helmets
hear
or not
me.
in the open box.
But yeah,
I think
we're going to
they
be
have
doing...
been sent up. It was in the it was in the update bug thing.
I swear, he knows what
people.
I'm about to speak.
Oh, okay, good.
But whether or not anything ever happens,
Well, there's no telling when the next mod pack update will come out.
Yeah.
Could be tomorrow, could be a month.
I think if I remember right, they're not even in
Full arsenal boxes.
full arsenal boxes either. Like there's something
the-
wrong with one of the mods. where
The
it's not
only
even
way
there.
to get them is in the virtual arsenal in the main menu, I believe.
They're not in full arsenal, that's interesting. I would have suspected they would be.
Yeah, it's a weird
Basically
thing.
what we're going to do is we're going to create loadouts for
But
everybody.
if you have one like in your loadout, it still
So
works.
this way,
Yeah.
we always have...
Like I have one in my crew person. Mine is in my backpack.
This is
Like,
Sergeant
Guerrero was
Street,
trying
he's
to
my
save
fire
his
team
loadout,
lead.
and he had to save it like not
I am
on his
Windmoor,
head.
2IC Rifleman.
Yeah,
That's
well, when I load my loadout, it loads fine.
Private
but
second class Dukas.
if I go back
he
into
is
arsenal
our
after that, it will disappear.
Grenadier.
Yeah.
That's First
hot
Lieutenant
light grenadier, by
Whitaker,
the way.
and he is our vehicle commander, platoon leader.
Okay, so should be pretty self-explanatory up to a point. The helmets, obviously, if it has a headset, that's for squad leader and above. Otherwise, no dice for the headset version of the helmet. ESS, whether you have the goggles or not, it's entirely up to you.
Quick question: the ones that actually are on our face, like these, can we wear these?
Yeah, any of the base wear that's in the box is authorized for use.
Oh hell yeah!
Uniform goes without saying, it's the only uniform we have in the box available to us. These are not pilots. The vest, that should be relatively self-explanatory as well. The only thing that might not be overly obvious is that crewmen need to wear the repair vest. But every other role is pretty self-explanatory there.
Pardon me.
Eagle A3 OCP backpacks, unless you are a team leader or a vehicle commander, then you take the big radio backpack.
Are we authorized to carry the Coyote kit bags?
I think you are, but I want to check before I say yes.
Alright.
I think you're allowed the assault packs as well, the carry-all backpacks and the Coyote medic. Eagle, or obviously for medics. And I think the carry-alls are for weapons teams as well, should they choose. But that's something I need to check on with that battalion. I'm not 100% sure on that.
The kit bag is slightly smaller and weighs a little bit more. But
Yeah, I mean, it's purely aesthetics. I personally
Yeah.
like the OCP better anyways, but... Okay, again, face wear, any of those are authorized for use. Don't take a helmet camera unless you're a squad leader up. But that's the only caveat. And even if you are the squad leader up and you take that, you can just throw it in your vest or backpack or something. It doesn't actually have to be in the eyewear slot for it to work. NVGs, only A and PVS 14s. There are several versions of those, all of which are authorized. Just don't use the 15s. Don't need to worry about binoculars.
What are
obviously
the
make sure-
difference? What are the difference between these different versions?
some of them
I know
are
what they
full
are.
screen, some of them are no grain, and I'll
Yeah.
What's the
So
no
FS
green?
no
is
grain.
No
like,
grain.
Like
Yeah,
the
It comes
Clear.
in looking clearer.
Oh, I like full screen, no green. I like that idea.
Yeah, FS and G, full screen, no grain.
And then OB is oval oval vision.
Yeah, it's not full screen.
No, thank you.
I use the OBs.
To each his
American.
own. Since the LORDA has been cleared, make sure you select a map. Everyone here is authorized to use the micro dagger. Squad leader, android, vehicle commander, rugged tablet. No sense in carrying a GPS. We have a micro dagger. Make sure compass as well as watch. I'm not entirely sure why the altimeter watch is in there, but just use the standard watch.
I'll sometimes take the altimeter, but usually not in official stuff.
Weapons, pretty self-explanatory. M4s for everyone. Take the 320, obviously, if you're a grenadier. We don't use shotguns, nor 240s or the EMR or EBR, excuse me. So for vehicle commanders, I'm gonna actually make that dealer's choice. It was always in the past where we had the 320 as a vehicle commander. But in all my time as a commander, I've never once used my 320. So, doesn't really matter, I guess. Optics are your choice as well. Thermals are restricted to, in our platoon HQ and above. So just Deacon and myself. Attachments, so the PEC 15 or what you want. I don't know. I know the one that's labeled light and the one that's labeled laser are actually both light and laser. I don't know if the one that doesn't have a label at all.
Yeah, if you pick the one that says laser and you just hit L, it'll automatically go to laser, and then you can switch it to light, and then the one light will start on light, and you can switch it to laser.
Right. Either way, make sure you have one of those because those are both handy sometimes. Muzzle attachment, always make sure you have a muzzle brake on there or a flash suppressor. It's really not important during the day, but at nighttime it's going to save your eyeballs a lot of strain.
I agree to that.
Oh my god, I didn't know we could use those.
Yeah, you can.
Jesus.
I would carry a sidearm because I think technically I'm allowed to, but it's way too much weight. I'm already sitting at 80 pounds.
Weight doesn't matter.
What AT4 do you typically have the rifleman carry?
Heat is what I've always been told to take.
Heat? Okay. We're gonna take the HP. We're gonna switch that to HP.
HP, the high penetration.
Okay.
Simply because I feel like if the rifleman is having to take a shot at a piece of armor that the Bradley can't, it's probably because the Bradley's dead or elsewhere. Gonna need that extra penetration, so we might as well just take the HP version.
Roger that.
And
in fact, if you want, what we can do is make the HP version the standard what you load out with, and then maybe put in a heat or an HEDP in the vehicle as the secondary.
I honestly don't know the difference other than they blow up armor.
Yeah, well, the HEDP is probably what I would tell you to avoid, just because it won't have the penetration values we need. If we were ever going to use it against fortifications or something like that, that would be the one to choose. And the HP just has a little bit higher penetration than the heat. But they're both going to serve essentially the same purpose. You're just probably going to have a little bit better luck killing something like a T-72 with the HP.
I'll stick to HP. I'll stick to HPs then, because if they have better penetration, that's the only time I use it is to hit armor. So,
right. Sidearm again. That's going to be squad lead and above, as well as crew member. And of course, the saw gunner can carry a 9mm, an M9 as well. All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. So realistically, we're gonna limit our magazines to 10. Don't care how you spread it out. Personally, I carry 8 Mark 318 magazines and 2 tracer mags. If you have a sidearm, so squad leaders, vehicle crew, saw gunners, etc., only 2 magazines maximum for that. Let's move to grenades. M67s, everyone's authorized to carry those. I would suggest all the dismount team carry at least 2. However, I'm also very familiar with being uncomfortable carrying those because I've killed many people with them on accident. So if you do opt to not carry them, that's fine. But as standard, have 2 M67 frag grenades.
Do you mind if I grab 2 out of the Vic as we're rolling to the AO? Because I don't like to have them as we're like all standing around here.
It's up to you.
All right.
I can tell you a tip so that you'll never throw a frag at somebody.
Is it
Always
hit
push
7?
hit 7.
Yeah.
Smoke grenades, minimum of 4 white smoke grenades, and 2 green smoke grenades.
I was gonna ask,
Okay.
do I need to carry a blue?
No, you don't. I mean, I'm not going to tell you you can't, but there's no need for it.
Well,
usually-
I'm trying to cut down on weight, so
I usually have 6 white. Would that be a problem?
No, I carry 8, so just a minimum of 4 white smoke grenades.
Are we?
We'll put the minimum for white smoke at 4 and the maximum at 8. Just because
User
weight
joined your
constraint.
channel.
Realistically, we should never be overweight with the amount of gear we carry. But it can't happen, so we'll just minimize it and say maximum of 8.
Are we?
Go
sorry.
ahead, Sugas.
Are we authorized to carry stun grenades?
Yes.
All right.
Same thing with the M67s. Carry a minimum of 2 stun grenades. Should never need more than that if all 4 people are carrying them. The signals, so this applies to chem lights as well as flares. Carry as many of those at nighttime as you would of the colored smokes. So if you carry 2 green smokes during the day, carry 2 green chem lights or 2 flares at night. Be aware the chem lights last longer, but they do not burn as brightly. Flares will go out very quickly, but they are very, very bright.
Can I add something, Lieutenant?
Go ahead.
And last day of my OSA class, I think it was Lieutenant Avery, put down a just a green smoke or a white smoke with a green chem light, and you could see it from over a kilometer away.
Yeah, you can amplify both of them by putting a smoke on top of them. Sometimes if it's you were signaling friendlies, that's a good thing. AI can react to those type of things, so it can be bad as well. So
That's
just
why I don't use tracers.
be aware of that. Don't think we'll ever have any need for IR grenades. If we do, that'll be mission specific, so you can just pull those out as necessary. Should know, we'll go ahead and say dismount team leaders carry at least 1 red smoke grenade, just in case the off chance that there's a need to mark an enemy position. Explosives, the demolition block is authorized, the M112 for team leaders. So songs and street. You guys make sure you don't have to carry them again. It could be mission specific, but those are not authorized for anyone other than team leaders.
I carry 2. I might just be able to carry 1.
Nope, 2's fine. That's perfect. I would recommend 2 if you're gonna carry them.
Sorry to backtrack. You said no blue smokes?
Yeah, we don't need blue smoke.
Doesn't that identify command down?
Broken chain of command, yes. The only thing is that that's never ever happened.
Yeah,
Ever.
that's why
Okay.
I stopped carrying it, because I've never seen a blue smoke or an orange smoke be used as its intended chain of command or shifted with
I
fire?
would suspect the only time you'll see broken chain of command smoke being utilized is to let the aircraft know that there is no one alive on the ground, except for whoever managed to scrounge up a blue smoke grenade and deploy it. And that would be most likely in a scenario if there was ever a broken arrow type deal that was going on.
And plus, our broken chain of command is a giant burning gravity. So.
Yep, we have a pretty big smoke signal whenever we have a broken chain of command. So as for the miscellaneous items, crewmen need to carry a toolkit. Hunt IR monitor, that will be the dismount team leaders. No need to worry about UAV batteries, wire cutters, mine detectors, map tools. Anyone can carry those. Medical supplies are self-explanatory. Don't need the... Well, a telescoping ladder may be mission dependent, but again, that's something we'll pull out of the box if need be on the specific mission. The tripod kit, the SSWT kit thing we'll never need. I suggest everyone carry at least 2 cable ties. I think my loadout, I have 4 in my uniform. I've gotten a lot of conflicting information on the firing devices. This is directed specifically towards dismount team leaders with their demolition charges. I have heard either one of them is the longer range one. I personally think the 26 is the longest range one.
The 26 is the longest range one.
I don't see why we would carry anything other than the 26. Is it significantly heavier than the 20 or 57?
I carry 57, but not have to. That's what I was scared.
Decufusal kit will never need. The Fulton, everyone's authorized to carry that. But you can save the weight, obviously. If it's not a nighttime mission, they'll be kind of useless for you. And given that we carry micro daggers anyways, you may never find a use for it. But sometimes I do find myself opening my map still, even though I have a tablet at my disposal. So, you know, personal preference whether you carry that Fulton or not. And then, of course, earplugs. That should go without saying. Everyone needs to have a pair of earplugs.
Because I am CLS for this team, I will carry 20
Now, is there
bandages.
a standard on what I should be carrying for 40 mics?
Yeah.
I will carry
we'll get
4
to
morphine.
specifics here in just a moment. Everything we
2
just covered
epic.
should be. If I didn't say, demolition charges are obviously team leaders. If I didn't specify that, all of these things should go for every loadout. For the grenadiers, what I would suggest, don't carry any more than 15 grenades, as in lethal grenades. Personally, I like to carry, if I'm ever in a grenadier, which doesn't happen very often anymore, but 10 HE and 5 HE DP.
That's what I've been carrying.
Then 2 hunt IR rounds. Maximum of 2 hunt IR rounds. For the smokes, again, I'm going to let you decide this. I would say 4 white smokes, 2 red. You're really not going to have the opportunity often to mark targets, but if the need does arise, you'll want to have that red smoke round.
Smoke rounds are hard to shoot.
They are. Yeah. You're not lying. And then the white smoke rounds are invaluable. Obviously, the closer you can get the smoke to the target, the more of the target's vision will be obscured.
Right.
So, it may be one of those deals where, as a grenadier, you want to take 4 regular smokes and 8 white smoke rounds to be able to use those, but that's up to you. How comfortable you are with those, etc.
I'll start trying to use them more.
And if you really want, you can use yellow. It doesn't matter as long as, either one of them is fine for concealment. I know some people prefer yellow over white. It doesn't really bother me either way. Flare rounds, I mean, I've never seen them used. Well, I've seen them used. I've never seen them used in a tactical environment, as far as marking or anything like that. So I wouldn't even bother with them, frankly.
Oh, bandages.
I'm gonna have to find a use for these stun grenade rounds and the buckshot grenade rounds. 'Cause they're there, so I assume they're authorized, but
I know when I was a grenadier, I usually carry at least one buckshot. So
I
if
have
I'm
the
clearing
wrong
buildings, I load that and then switch back over, just in case I run dry.
weapon.
But
So we're gonna resave that.
Hale,
Now,
did
how
you
does
see
it-
they have buckshot rounds in there too for the 203?
yeah, that's what we're looking at right now.
Now is
Okay.
that
The
like,
M567 or M576.
That's the one I like.
Those things will like literally take down buildings, no joke. Were they
is
doing
it
the
like a
assault
40
server at
millimeter
least?
shotgun?
I mean, yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm carrying one of those.
I accidentally took down the hangar on the assault server once by shooting at it. So
That
be
would probably
careful.
be bad for clearing buildings.
I also
Okay,
don't know
so,
if they're authorized infantry.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're in the box, so I assume they are, but I don't know the SOP on those. Let's do a quick recap though. Starting at the top of the uniform helmet, any of the ACHs, the headset versions are for squad leaders and above only. Your vest should be role specific. They're all very self-explanatory. The crewmen need to wear the repair version. Backpack Eagle A3 OCP. Unless you're a dismounted team leader or a vehicle commander, then you carry the 1523G big RHS backpack radio. Basewear, all is authorized for use. Helmet camera, squad leader and above only, and that needs to go into your vest or something. You don't have to wear it in your basewear
To
slot.
adjust the sight.
Night vision, only any of the TVS 14 variants. So no 15s, make sure it's 14 only. Map, micro dagger, compass, watch. The squad leader can carry an Android device. Vehicle commanders can carry tablets. Anderson, correct me if I'm wrong, I think platoon medics can carry a tablet as well.
Yeah, safer.
Obviously, as your weapon, you have your choice of weapon within your given role. So rifleman can carry any of the M4A1s. AR can carry any of the 249s. Grenadier, you're pretty much stuck with the only M4 that has a grenade launcher on it.
Yep.
Team lead as well, you can carry any of those minus the 320 as well. And then optics are at your discretion. Although thermal optics and obviously the 3.5 to 10 times magnification optics are no-goes. Although thermals, platoon HQ and above can utilize thermal optics on their weapons. Make sure you have a rail attachment with a light and laser. So if it's marked light or laser, that's perfect. Muzzle device, need to have that at all times, you might as well. Generally only going to come in handy at nighttime, but keep it on there so you don't forget it anyways. M9 handgun, only squad leaders and above, crew members, and saw gunners. As far as ammunition is concerned, maximum of 10 magazines. 2 magazines for the sidearm. 2, this is not team, 2 M67 fragmentation grenades, 2 M84 stun grenades. A minimum of 4 to a maximum of 8 white smoke grenades. 2 green smoke grenades. Don't need to worry about any of the other colored smoke. Although Anderson, you carry purple, I assume.
Yep.
But no one else needs to worry about purple smoke or blue smoke. None of that stuff.
Everybody here knows what purple smoke means, right?
It went bad.
mass cast.
Yeah, okay.
Mass cast. Grenadiers, maximum of 15 lethal grenades. Minimum 4 white smoke. Maximum of 2 red smoke. And 2 Hunt IR rounds. Everyone needs to make room for at least 1 box of ammunition from the 240 gunner.
Is it okay if we carry that right now? because I have
Fine.
just one in my loadout.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's fine.
And
Could someone find a way to get me some of those? Without...
those boxes right there, they're in there.
Oh, they are?
Make sure you get the 5.56 100 rounds.
Let's see, what are we missing here? Team leader needs to carry a hunt IR monitor as well. Crew member will need to carry a toolkit. The option to carry a map tools is up to you. Each trooper needs to carry at least 10 bandages, unless of course they are CLS. Then I don't think there is a hard cap on bandages for a CLS, but be reasonable. And then of course only...
You shouldn't be carrying over like 35 to 40.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say...
I was
CLS
always
probably
told
give me
20, so that's all I've ever carried.
20 is the minimum.
Yeah, I'd say you probably just be fine with 20 as a CLS, realistically. And of course, we also have the luxury of having a full medical backpack of supplies in the Bradley in case we need that.
No offense, but usually by that point, there is no Bradley left.
See, the reason I say 20 is a minimum for a CLS especially is normally for team members it wouldn't matter too much. But, you know, whenever I bandage you, Ace being the glorious system it is, makes me use your bandages first instead of mine. So when you're CLS, I recommend you carry 20 as a minimum. I recommend you carry over that, but 20 as a minimum, because if I have to bandage you, it's going to take your bandages away, making you less effective as a CLS if you don't have any bandages. So
just to get the immersion thing through to him.
Everyone should be carrying...
So what's this Ace thing you talk about? I mean, I understand you're going to use my bandages, but this Ace thing, I don't understand.
Ace medical. It's a...
He's doing an immersion thing straight. Or are you not?
I don't know.
I assume he is.
Okay.
If you don't know what Ace is, I'm genuinely concerned.
I am too.
Everyone needs to carry 2 to 4 cable ties. Crewmen included, you never know. Everyone needs earplugs. Fulton, flashlight's going to be up to you whether you carry that or not. Don't mess with the diffusal kit. Firing device is going to be for team leaders if and when they are carrying demolition charges. Telescopic ladder will be mission dependent, but that's nothing that we need to carry on us. That'll just be something we grab if we need it. Let's see, what else? What am I missing here?
Grenade, smokes and grenades.
Minimum 4 white smokes, maximum of 8, 2 green smokes. Again, no need for blue. I don't even know why orange is in here. I don't think we have orange designated as anything.
Yes, we do.
What?
Lift, shift, fire. The only platoon really should use them.
We don't ever use it anyway.
don't
We never use it, in other words, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Again, the concealment smoke, white or yellow, I don't care. If you want to be different and throw yellow smoke instead of white, that is your prerogative. As long as we are using the correct color of smoke for concealment. Chem lights and flares, those are obviously going to be nighttime things. I personally would recommend chem lights as they last a little bit longer, and you have the option of being a little bit more concealable, and not throwing smoke on top of it, for example. Flares are really bright, and they don't last very long. So I would just recommend carrying chem lights. Minimums and maximum for chem lights are going to be the same as the smoke they would otherwise replace. So if you carry 2 green smokes, and carry 2 green chem lights. At night, you are more than welcome to carry both 2 green chem lights and 2 green smokes. Alright. We touched a little bit on the backpacks as far as kit bags and the assault pack. I think they're authorized for use, but I'm going to say I need to confirm that before anyone decides to add that.
What is it?
The kit bags and the assault pack.
I see Drum wearing them, so
yeah, well,
they're okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
I would still want to get that approved because carry all backpacks. I think those are for weapon squads and medics only. Although most medics I see carry the coyotes.
Yeah, carryalls are sim only, but the assault packs and the kit bags.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain the kit bags and the assault pack are authorized, but I personally don't know why you would. The carryall or the Eagle A3 OCP looks better and carries more anyway, in my opinion. So might as well just carry that. Vehicle load that's already set, so we don't need to worry about that, other than maybe throwing an extra AT4 in the back.
Yes, on that note, I do, in order to put the AT4 in there, have to remove one javelin missile.
It's fine with me. Doesn't bother me at all. And then of course, Anderson, you take care of any medical supplies that need to go in the back of the Bradley. Which I assume is just your standard backpack full of them.
I put a little bit extra in there, just in case.
Okay.
I end up needing it. So.
No worries. It works for me. Okay, so.
God damn it.
No, it's alright. Actually, I'm gonna have everyone go ahead and clear your loadout.
I didn't save though.
That's alright.
Does that include me?
Hey, everybody. What we are going to do now is access the arsenal and piece our loadout together piece by piece. In other words, don't use the load function if you have it saved. Go through there, just get your full loadout as you would normally.
It's gonna take me a while. Do I need to fill my backpack?
Yep. Get everything you would take on an operation.
What I was doing before was putting it in one by one. Doing a new one, then
I wish they had a more effective way of putting bandages and stuff in other than
one by one.
Like
one by
typing
one,
in a
yeah.
number instead of clicking the
That
arrow
would
40
be
times.
amazing.
All I want is to be able to hit enter on the radio and save my channel. That's it.
You can.
No, you can't click enter on your keyboard. Doesn't work.
Did you try enter on your numpad?
No. Oh my god, I have to try that. Jesus.
What does this muzzle attachment actually do?
The flash
Flash
suppressor.
suppressor.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't actually know it was there.
The more you know.
I got it in pretty recently, so.
Yeah, God, I hate how it puts random stuff in my inventory. It's I don't know why this.
I don't like how similar the white smoke and the white flare rounds are.
Did I miss anything before I got here, LT?
No. I basically recapped everything.
Alright.
Would the chem lights even have a weight?
Yes,
they're pretty
they have
light.
a very small one. Yeah.
They're like,
It doesn't affect anything.
it's like the junk in Fallout 4 where it's like 0.1 of a pound. Well, I'll just carry thousands of these.
My life in Fallout.
Dude, I have a Fallout Pip-Boy edition, and I don't have an optical drive to download it.
Rip.
Yeah.
I understand your pain. Trying to get an OS on your system without the use of an optical drive is a slug.
It's not super hard, but it's definitely not easy.
Yeah. Well, you have to boot from USB, so it
I have
does
a
take a while to
question.
figure out.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys try to realistically place all your stuff in your bags?
Nope.
Your vests
Sometimes.
and everything?
I do.
Occasionally.
I try to, but sometimes it's hard.
If it fits, it sits. And
If it fits, it says, yes, I would like to load these 90 bandages in my plate carrier.
full of pockets. You got the medic one.
That gives me a very small first aid kit on my chest, alright?
And one on your left hip.
That one's there for everyone.
But
I would be
you-
really pleased if the crewman helmets were in here.
Are they not?
Nope.
No.
Haven't been since the last update. They're in there, quote unquote, but they don't show up.
Crewmen, I forgot to mention this as well. Crewmen need to carry both the ACH and their crew helmet. In the event we get dismounted, need to put on an ACH helmet instead of the turtle shell.
Get spending.
Not seeing any 5.56 belts in here.
There's 8 per, so they might have taken all. Yeah, they've been
I
taken
take
out all out.
7.6. Yeah, I took the last 2. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't need them, but I'm just wanted to make sure that they were there.
Yeah, 5.56 and 8.55 A1s makes 100 round pouch.
I have one in my
Very good. Good.
save
Close.
loadout.
Yeah, so do I.
It's concerning. I'm 4 pounds lighter than I was when I cleared my loadout. I don't know.
Your Hentai arm monitor? Alright. That weighs about like 4 pounds for some reason.
Got the mags.
What do you have for poundage?
I'm at 78.5.
Ah, I'm at 68.5.
I'm usually around 83.
I don't know what I'm usually at.
I'm gonna look at. Because I redid this one not long ago.
You have enough attachments on your weapons, Tukas?
No.
Putting in a request for the crewman helmet to be this helmet.
Which helmet?
What helmet?
I vote for that. That's awesome.
I
What
will
the-
agree with that.
It needs more blue.
Look like Evil Knievel. Not sure if all you youngins will know what that is, but
I know who
I'm
he
just
is.
gonna go with the ACH with
I figured
the
out what
mic.
these are my
We'll
frag.
have to deal with that for now, fortunately.
I think
Maybe you can get get an oxygen mask in there too, LT. Can't breathe in the Bradley, right?
Can't breathe on the breath.
the
What are we gonna do if the toxic fume starts pulling into the Bradley?
you have an air scrubber kit.
It all
in the back.
depends on what I eat for breakfast.
Those ever spinning fans on the back.
All right.
I'm so jealous that you guys
box.
get to carry pistols. God damn it.
I'm missing my sunglasses.
I don't think those weigh 4 pounds.
No, but it also reminded me that I'm missing a bunch of other stuff, like my helmet can.
Okay, what are we setting at weight wise?
My weight's not in pounds. I'm at
68.5
34.7
pounds.
kilograms.
I'm at 29.98 kilograms, but I don't have my belt on me.
Your belt?
Is a spare belt.
His belt of
Oh,
ammo.
okay.
I was confused at first as well.
Okay, I'm missing my crew helmet and I'm sitting at 36.5 kilograms.
I have one in a loadout. I can get you.
62.6 pounds without the crew helmet.
Okay. As long as we're not pushing 40 or 45 kilograms.
I
like-
am.
How?
The backpack.
Demo
that I have
blocks.
to wear demo. Then the demo box.
Demo blocks, yeah, that would do it.
Whose gear is this?
That's
I
mine.
think that's streets.
Oh.
Let's look for it.
You can. It's pretty boring. But I figured out where all my weight is that I was.
Well,
missing.
Max, Jesus. I didn't
Hey,
know you could
Stukas.
put. What? I know. Medics have a pistol. So do crewmen, and so do team leads. So me and Windmoor are the only people here with pistols. but he gets a rocket launcher.
Have you ever fired this?
You get a grenade launcher.
Yeah, that thing is really.
I only get to shoot it once.
No.
You shoot it 15 times.
Have you ever shot at right now? Like these ones? They're glorious. You can like see the smoke coming out the barrel?
Dude, the M9 is like my favorite pistol in the world.
I've only had to use it in Operation 1.
Alright, I am just below 40 kilograms.
The M9 is my favorite pistol in the world. And I'm pissed that everyone else here, except for me and Windmoor, gets to carry it.
Gotta earn them stripes.
Yeah, one day. One day I'll be a team lead. I'll get that shit. And I will get a kill with it. Did you guys hear about the
Good luck.
the soldier that got a confirmed kill with an MRE spoon?
Is that actually something they recorded? Like, oh yeah, you killed someone with an MRE spoon, congratulations.
Yeah. No, like he was clearing a building and like something happened to where he was reaching for his knife, but he couldn't get to it, and he had an MRE spoon on his vest, and he grabbed it and just stabbed the guy in the throat with it. Look it up. It's crazy.
Alrighty. Bandages, cable ties, firing device, Fulton, earplugs, map tools, helmet cam, 2chem lights, green, 2chem lights, yellow, firearm monitor, Beretta mags, 5.56 mags, IR grenade, NVGs, demo blocks, white smoke, stun grenades, 100 round patch, 2 frags, and my smokes. Alrighty.
Hey, you got the helmet.
That's the vanilla one, isn't it?
No, I loaded my saved one and then adjusted everything. Then saved it. Hopefully it won't break. Carry 2 optics that I don't know if anyone else feels the need to carry 2.
Last council, Mike.
When I'm as a AR,
In fun op. I do, but never really official.
as a AR, I carry the 145, the M145, and then the usually this one, usually a variable scope.
Windmoor.
Yeah, I've got the aim point 3 times as well as the thermal.
Windmoor what?
Thermal is amazing, except for if I have to clear a building.
You see me get some crazy long shots with this sight.
Oh, yeah. I just know where to put my dot. That's all.
Yeah.
I used to use that sight a lot. Then, at nighttime ops,
Oh god, it's awful.
it's
so
doubles.
bad.
There's like 2 of them, but they're just slightly offset, and
It's
like
horrible.
over to this.
You can't see
probably-
anything at night through that scope.
I know.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't. I haven't done anything at night.
It's the only scope I use.
The time will come.
Until
Oh,
the
yeah,
lieutenant
I'll
decides
probably
I can
be
have
pissed.
his.
What, you want the thermal?
Oh, hell yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it 1 per squad? Like you can designate it if you want to.
What?
The thermal sights, isn't it? Can't you designate it to one of your riflemen if you want to?
I could if I wanted to.
But you don't want to.
Actually,
Yeah.
I could probably designate it to my team lead. Would be the lowest I could go with that.
I was thinking if you were doing a defensive, you could give it to your AR and just have him.
Oh, that'd be gnarly.
There is the machine gun optic version.
What's the difference? Who knows?
On the thermal, I have no idea.
I think it's like ranging stuff.
Might have a little bit wider field of view. I think you can even use the M145s on your M4s if you wanted to. I mean, I personally don't like it very much, but
Yeah, I think you can, but it's a fucking huge scope.
I think that's what
M145.
the Canadian military uses.
The M145 is the AR's basic scope. The
With that.
high zoom in, like higher magnification with a more lens.
Oh yeah, I use this sometimes on my AR, but I just found it's just easier if I stick with the same scope.
Aegis, do you have enough goggles?
No.
Nah, I was trying to get some shades underneath the goggles too. It just won't let me do it.
You put your MVGs on.
Say again?
You put
Here
NVQs
comes.
on.
What's going on?
Oh yeah.
Trying to see how many goggles you guys can put on.
Take a look.
I like how we can wear these though. These are cool.
I still like mine.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's pretty much all we did for loadouts. And like I said, I'll write that down on a Google Doc or something and throw it up on probably end up on the platoon information thread. As well as we're going to have a standardized training plan that goes week by week. Especially as Windmoor submitted one to myself in Street that's pretty thorough. I'm gonna go through, make it look a little bit nicer for a Google Doc, and then elaborate on it slightly, and we'll use that. However, I will also say caveat: we're gonna be flexible with it because if we have an operation or something, and see a glaring issue that needs to be addressed, we're gonna do that as well in the next training that comes up. Similar to why we did formations last week. Alright, let's see here. What time is it? 2100.
Time to blow shit up.
Can I fly as a jet?
Let's do some... Here, let's...
The time to blow stuff up.
So... Anderson, you're gonna be... How do you usually have your buddy team split up? You have an AR with in your buddy team Street?
Yeah.
Okay, Anderson, you'll be with Street tonight. As his buddy team member, so he has a second person. We're gonna put some formations into practice. One thing, in fact, let's run over to the vehicle. Come with me.
Should we join on your group, Lieutenant?
Yes.
Do I need to get a different loadout?
No, you're good.
User joined your channel.
Are we taking the Bradley?
We will be, yes.
Alright, I will swap my AT.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, come over here with me, guys.
My game just my game just crashed. Trying to come back in.
thing we did in practice last week was staggered columns, so we actually tried to put that to use during the operation on Sunday.
I didn't hear what you said on Sunday. I thought you said column. So that's not bad.
No, it's alright. I mean, it was a, as the vehicle formation goes, it was a column team lead. But as opposed to being in a wedge, I wanted you guys in a staggered column, like the dismount team.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that a little bit today. In fact, there will be some AI down in this town just over here.
Oh, I thought we were going to Ambush Alley. Don't
User
go to
entered
Ambush.
your channel.
No, Ambush Alley's scary. Don't do it.
Do
I'm not
it.
entirely sure what
I
ambush
told
alley
you
is.
to
What are
not
you
give him
referring to?
ideas.
Just to the north of the airfield. That's what we should do. There's up in the training grounds, there's a place called Ambush Alley.
Oh, I see it.
Kinda
We
near,
actually walked the vehicle down that the other day for the
did it?
formations training.
the shooting range, road test, tactics field.
When
What
this
we're gonna do, we're just gonna use Kinsella over here. We'll probably just go right down the main MSR, the one that runs right down the center of town. And essentially what we're gonna do is we're going to assume that there's a task force in support of us behind us. So we'll clear down that MSR with the team leading. What's gonna be a little bit different, tempo-wise, instead of having the dismount team stay on either side of the Bradley, for example, there's always going to be a buddy team up in front of the vehicle, always. So as the vehicle passes the intersection or danger zone, one team will be moving up with the vehicle. So essentially, in fact, we'll teleport out there. So I'm gonna
Windmoor
break this
frequency
down
check,
before we actually put it
421.3.
into practice.
Send that in real quick.
Windmoor frequency check 421.3 over.
Charlie.
Roger. Oh. Windmoor frequency check 421 over.
Charlie.
Roger. Oh.
Okay, so essentially, scenario here is we're moving down the road to the east here as we come up to this intersection. So the team leading the vehicle will set up security here for the other buddy team to bound across. The buddy team will bound across and set up security on the other side of the road as normal. But then as the vehicle is given the order to move across, so for example, we'll say blue team was the first team to set up security, right? So blue team's here, they're on security. Red team bounds across and sets up security on the other side of this road here. When the dismount team leader gives the order for the Bradley to move across, blue team will also move across with the Bradley.
Alrighty.
Okay, obviously we don't really need to stay back here and then halt the vehicle, etc., if we have a full task force behind us. So in order to maintain increased tempo best we can, the last team and the vehicle will cross the road at the same time. Everybody tracking?
Roger. Stooks?
Lucas.
Yeah, I don't think
I
he's
don't
back
think
yet.
poking him's going to help.
It helps me.
According to Zeus, he is an empty entity.
I am in the arsenal. Why is everyone touching me?
Just let it happen. I'm a doctor, it's okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means I'm medically certified to touch you.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Not a person doctor, a numbers doctor, but you know.
Don't worry, I'm not a doctor. I played one on TV.
Damn it, I'm a doctor, not a doctor.
Right. Yeah, because I saved my loadout with the radio like an idiot.
Oh, that'll do it.
That did do it.
Can I put in a small request for when we're in FTXs?
Poke
It's-
start to
it's a personal thing, and it just makes me feel better about Brawler. Is after we all get our loadouts and everything, and we're doing our radio checks, line up at the Brawler. It makes us look a lot more professional than this mob that's just kind of standing around it.
Oh, no, the site. Oh, you guys are just over here.
I kind of like the mob.
I'm pretty sure
too.
I got yelled at for forming a line one time.
Seriously?
Bad street. Lines are not okay.
No,
Do you
was
mind if I
something.
run back to the
Tactical
box
blobs
and grab
only.
More stuff
It was
I
something
forgot?
about
Do it.
as a supporting element. It's about distinguishing ourselves from the regular troops. So something. That was a while ago, but you know.
Well, I'm not saying beside the rest of the troops. I'm saying beside the Bradley.
No, I was next to the Bradley. And we formed a line, and I think Johnson, who was the platoon leader at the time.
Really?
It was weird. Yeah, I didn't understand it. No, I think the line's not a horrible idea.
Yeah, I agree. We used to do that, and we've fallen out of practice.
Yeah, I remember when I was leading with Aegis, he used to fall into line. I never told anyone to do it, but we used to do it just automatically.
You just have that natural leadership traits there.
Yeah. It's never mind that.
It's the old.
Scratch that, Bob.
Windmoor's like leadership trends. What even are those?
Yeah, well, you can start doing lines again. I'm not gonna get in a line, by the way. But I'll probably have you guys line up on the west side of the Bradley line along the Bradley.
I'd have to stand in your lines.
I mean, you don't have to.
Damn right.
It just shows the unit cohesion and all that mumble jumble crap.
As long as nobody does this. Not that. As long as nobody does this, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing it.
Well, we're not in operation right now.
But we could be. You need to keep a tactical awareness 110% of the time, Street. It's good that you know the most tactical position on the battlefield.
On your back.
This way, not only are you defended against ground attackers, but air attackers too.
I felt like I got up really fast there.
I want to see if I can shoot from this position, but I'm afraid it'll actually shoot.
I don't think you can. No.
Anderson, that was some magician shit right there.
Okay,
Can I
make
do a
sure
legend
Gooch is
nest in my
team
third time?
Yes.
team management,
Okay.
etc. is all taken care of. Aegis, I'm gonna drive. You'll just sit on the gun.
Roger.
My team's gonna lead us out. So all we're doing, we're just going down the main. Actually, I'm gonna teleport us over there. There's already Bradley set up. But we're gonna walk down the main road of Kinsella over there. I want to remind you guys, every corner is a potential danger zone. Anderson, go and join. I think you're blue team, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does anyone mind
What am
redoing
I
the
doing?
colors?
What am I
Blue
doing?
team.
Join blue team.
Just for my sake.
Okay, so remember, every corner is a potential danger zone. They need to be treated as such. There are several individual units placed around. I didn't put any patrols or anything like that. Idea is just to get the Bradley from one side of the road to the other side, or one side of the town to the other side of the town. In fact, there will be I'm gonna put down a roadblock where I've ended the exercise, essentially.
And LG, if you want to do something like this in a more official, longer capacity, I have a course built.
We will do this again when we have more time to dedicate, since we took an hour to do the loadout thing. We're just going to do this brief thing here, and then we'll wrap this training up. But yes, this will be practiced in the future, and I do want to go more in depth with it.
Yeah, I was more than this. I built a course.
Okay. I don't think when I teleport us we'll be in any danger, but just be prepared anyways. Aegis, go ahead and jump on the gun. I'm going to jump in the driver's seat. Once we're mounted, Alpha, I will give you the order to take us out. We're going to be starting at the east end of the road, so we're going to be moving our way west.
Copy.
Alright, everybody stand by for teleport. Alright, let's do this.
Alright, I wanna do a oopsie. Blue team in the front, red team in the back.
Take the other side. Stukes. When the Bradley's ordered to move, we move with it.
Again, we're gonna act as though we have an entire task force in support of us behind us. We're leading up the convoy again. So go ahead and get your guys in a column team lead.
Ready to check 421.3 over.
And because we're walking this down the road, we'll make it a staggered column for the team formation.
Good copy, 1. Alright, let's go ahead and switch it up to a staggered column.
Alpha, if you feel the need to turn the staggered column into a box formation, particularly when we're crossing intersections, etc., do so at your discretion.
Ready to check 421.3.
5x5 and 421.3 over.
Plate 1, we're trying to get the column started real quick.
Good, copy. Alpha, just take us out when ready.
Alright, 1, we're moving. Yeah, guns up. Go ahead and keep in front of the Vic.
Do you want me to take cover behind this light pole here?
Yeah, red move past us. Alright, we'll go ahead and move up. And Anderson, we're getting moved with the Vic.
Alpha, be advised, I'm getting some brake immersion really quick. I'm getting some very bad frame stuttering, so if the vehicle lags behind a little bit, I will catch up eventually.
Good copy, 1.
Somehow we've managed to mix the teams.
So we have.
Taking contact from the west. Northwest.
Anderson, you need to be on your side.
You covering?
Anderson, you need to be on your side. Covering your sector.
No cover on my other side, and there's contacts to the north.
Red team push
Not the
across.
best place for me to be.
There's nobody covering your sector.
I'm watching that direction. I can't be over there.
Windmoor, push across.
Roger.
Alright, we can go ahead and move. Anderson will push across.
Copy, moving.
Alright, so we need better communication here. We need to start calling out danger zones so I know when we're stopping and what team's moving where and what team's stopping. This is getting really confusing.
Ow.
Alpha, interrogative, what's your status?
2-man injured. We're gonna patch up real quick.
Good, copy. Vehicle will hold position.
I'm really messed up.
So you need a medic?
I'll bandage up.
Yeah, I'm good. I
Okay.
just got shot a bunch. Alright, street's all patched up.
Windmoor's reloading. On my way. Crossing.
Wait, red team, push past blue team.
Seems there is a roadblock to R12.
Okay, that's where we're ending. Alright, blue, keep pushing. Red, if you find a safe zone, go ahead and hold, and we'll push past you. Blue team, push past red.
Be advised, team lead is down. Everyone get security.
Good copy, team lead down.
Correction, we have team lead and medic down. Pop smoke in front of the Vic so we can get these guys up. Are you still up, Stukes? Be advised, Vic, all members of the dismount team are down besides myself. I'm gonna pull team lead back and start working on him.
Good copy up, dismounting to provide it to medic.
Whoa. I believe the threat's down, but you got a guy down right here. And street's down on the opposite side of the road.
I've almost got street up.
Apple, be advised, Brawler 1 Mike is now back up and active, working on Stukas over.
Roger that. Check yourself.
Man, that guy.
Good copy, Apple, welcome back. Once your team is ready and put away, let's go ahead and start pushing back down the road again to the west.
Good copy. Is everyone back up?
Could you hit me with some morphine?
Alright, tell me when everyone's squared away.
Windmoor's green.
Stukas, you good?
Yeah.
Alright, blue team will be leading out. Alright, let's start moving.
Danger zone right.
Danger zone on the left side of blue.
Clear that compound.
Danger zone left and right.
Danger's got the road left. One target down on the left.
Field on the right. Contact out in the field.
Be advised, street is down. Be advised, street is down.
Contact on. Good copy.
I got one more side. More front.
Pull him back.
Front left.
Pull him back. Don't treat him there. Stukes, you green?
Stukes is all green.
Wait, Windmoor. Left. You're gonna get shot. There's a guy left in the compound. Right? Right there.
Contact's down. BTR, BTR, straight. Get smoke out in front of you, smoke. That's Stukes.
Say it again.
Get smoke in front of you.
Windmoor, I would suggest you pull back.
I was out of view of the BTR.
I forgot smoke grenades.
One more back up.
Just regular smokes.
Good, copy, Alpha. Continue on mission once you guys are ready.
I had to redo my...
Alright, fully team, let's push across this road.
Copy, moving.
Dangerous zone left.
View. One, go ahead and cross.
Cross Stukes.
Ready to push past.
Your partner's way up there.
There was a dude to your right. Windmoor.
He's down.
He's down.
Got a danger zone left side.
Okay, taking fire. Danger zone on the right side. Up the roadblock. Taking fire from the south side, not sure where. Pot shots. Can't push up any further on this side or a minute.
I'm getting what sounds like rounds picking off the whole of the vehicle. No idea where those are coming from.
Same, we're trying to find that person that was done. One, do you want us to take this corner? Continue.
But that's a negative. We're going to be repositioning. We'll run the exercise again in a different location.
The guys to our front.
Good copy.
Alpha, be advised, I just jumped into Zeus. There are still 2 times enemies alive. One of them's in the compound just to the left of the vehicle. I believe he's the one that's been being in the vehicle. Looks like it's a crewman firing his sidearm.
Alpha, push into this compound.
Red team's got clear to the left.
Oh.
That will go and rally at the front of the Bradley.
Copy, well. Back to the Bradley.
The only contact still alive on this route was at the location where we first took contact. He was prone on top of a staircase and he has not moved.
Awesome.
So, good job, guys. Couple of casualties. Need to emphasize peeking those corners and being extra safe about it. Remember when you're rounding a corner, for example, if you give yourself a little bit of space on the wall, you can minimize how much of your body you expose as you come around the corner. The closer you are, the more of your body you're going to have to expose. So if you're peeking a corner like that, try to take a couple steps back before pieing around the corner there. Should hopefully add a little bit of extra barrier of safety. We're going to teleport to a different location that went by very quickly. So give me a second. I'm gonna set this up again. And what we'll do, we'll just run it one more time. So at someplace else.
I have one set up somewhere if you want me to load it.
That was
where is it?
It is in the. I believe it's the town of Kanto, over on the east side.
Sure. Yeah. You want to go and load it up? Let me log out of admin. You're gonna need to get into Zeus, I assume.
Yeah.
How come in the Vic there's the green smoke grenade is labeled as a fragmentation grenade? M67 fragmentation grenade type smoke grenade
Anderson,
green.
Can you give me a shot of water?
Good question. I'm gonna throw one right quick.
I hoped it. I wanted it to explode and do
So now you get close to it, and then it explodes.
test it. I think it's safe.
Whoa!
Alrighty, you guys ready?
I think it's safe.
You got it all loaded up.
Kill me.
Oh god damn it!
So,
It's a scary place, Lieutenant.
You move out to the south and then to the first western road.
Anderson, don't move. I'm gonna steal one epi.
Okay, let me hijack admin from you again.
I'm out. I am out of them.
One epi, 3 bags, bandages.
Be safe. Dang it, they didn't. Super sad.
Okay.
Windmoor,
Yes.
if a situation like what just happened, where you're the only one up, or this goes for any of you really, and I'm down, and we need medical assistance, don't
I know.
bother bandaging me. Just epi me, and I'll bandage myself.
Yep, I'm aware.
So.
But you were on the other side of the road, and I was at street, already pulling him back when I realized Stukas was down.
I tried to pull you back and clear the corner, but when I was pieing, I wasn't looking all the way to the ground because I didn't expect him to be 30 inches away from me and prone.
He was actually down the street.
You guys are
That's something to dwell on a bit more. But you know, if I realize I'm down, even if you're at street and streets down, I take
Game
priority
controller
over
keeps
street at
falling
that point.
in my lap. And I like breathing heavy.
I'm not excited to do this.
Correction, not my game controller. That would be computer related. My remote control vehicle, auxiliary operation doodad.
Alright.
In other words, your mic is all messed up, and you keep accidentally hitting the button with your shoulder.
I just like breathing heavy.
Okay.
We all do.
Then I'll call you on you at like 2 in the morning.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh baby.
Hey, Street.
Yo.
Have the Vics always had this thing right in the middle?
Yeah.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
I've literally never seen that before.
I don't know what it is.
It's like some sort of camera.
Yeah, Stukes, the guy that got you was down the road at the next compound.
Really?
Yep.
I got No, because I got shot by a guy that was basically
Yeah,
like,
Stugas got killed by the guy
you're
that I
me?
got killed by.
and this is the
Street
guy.
was the
Oh.
one that got shot by the guy across the way that I was going to.
No, I got killed by the same guy that got killed by you guys.
He was just like there,
I
and
turned
as I
to
was
shoot at
behind the
him, he
corner,
killed
I was
me.
not expecting that.
So I turned, shot at him, he killed me, then shot you down, and then shot Stukas down.
Well, what I
Well,
did
I
was
saw
killed
him
Anderson away.
shoot. I saw him shoot Street down. Then I saw him shoot Anderson down. I shot him, and then the guy popped out down the road and shot Stukas as he was getting to Anderson. I thought Stukes was still up when I killed the guy, and I started dragging Street back.
I went up to the corner, dragged Anderson back, and then I was like, before I even started to work on this, I don't want to. There's probably a guy right there. So I went to clear it, got killed, cursed at myself, and then he found out I was down. Because had I just pied all the way to the ground, I would have shot the guy and not died.
I'm not excited to do this.
No, neither am I. Thanks, Street, for volunteering it.
You're welcome. I mean, what's the point of building it if you're not going to use it?
Can I refill my mags here?
No, it's not an arsenal.
You can use the Bradleys for that.
Alright, I'm gonna do the Bradley.
Okay. So we're doing things a little bit different than the last time. So first of all, there are very few enemies down that are not anti-tank specialists.
What?
The ones that are down that are not anti-tank specialists are machine gunners. And this is, they're not all going to be essentially right off the road. There will be some pretty well set back off, but they'll still have line of sight to the road. So they're just as big a threat to the vehicle as anything else.
Sorry for my wife and daughter.
Essentially, we will call index at a roadblock that is at 080055 in the far southeast quadrant. Correction, southwest quadrant.
I'm just kidding with you.
In fact, I'll mark it.
You have to give me a second here.
Sounds like fun. Let's do it.
You haven't seen this town, Anderson, have you?
No, I have.
Everyone
Also
see that index
looking
log?
at it.
I got eyes on.
Not just a regular town.
This is dreamed up by me, who am a masochist when it comes to building missions.
How long did you take to build this?
Probably not that long. Couple hours.
Couple hours.
Okay. Everybody see the route we're taking? Did I Bart? I may have put those not inside chat. Yeah, they're
We're
on
taking
so
a
you
right?
guys should all still be able to see them.
I think you meant left at that first turn.
No, right. Right? Yeah, right.
Right?
Yep. 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 Because I realized that I'm looking at it upside down.
Alright, gentlemen, are you guys ready? Good.
Uh,
Let's get loaded up.
is everyone-
You guys will just walk us out on foot.
These Bradleys have no inventory.
What? I got stuff from them literally 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, no, they're full of stuff.
Oh, there wasn't nothing there a minute ago.
Am I loading in the Bradley?
No.
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 I'm just gonna walk it.
Same thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lead out.
Alright, Alpha.
Actually,
On your
Ricky's
lead.
gonna lead out.
Let's go, Stukes.
Never.
Alrighty, once we reach the concrete road, let's go at a guns up pace. Alrighty, Rick, can you lead us out?
Danger zone left.
Blue, go ahead and push past. Got a danger zone left side. Red team, go ahead and push past.
Get a roadblock left side.
Anderson, you need to stop with your partner.
I would make sure you guys are sticking with your buddy teams.
Got another roadblock on the southeast side.
Whoa, I got an enemy. I got an enemy around my corner right here. I walked into him and walked back.
Alright,
He's down.
Continue to push to the next danger zone. Got an opening right side.
One down in that compound. I'm gonna finish buying it.
Right, straight, we need to back up if we're doing this thing correctly.
The fire team should always be in front of the big.
We're like basically sandwiched together with the other team. I thought that wasn't the objective.
Alright, red, stay here, blue, move fast. Got an opening on the right and openings on the left.
Incoming!
I think Anderson's down.
Copy, I'm taking a fire from the left side of the road. Frag out.
He's down.
Additional man down. Windmoor, go ahead and... Oh, Anderson's back up. Alright, we're gonna stay here until Anderson's set. Stukas, go ahead and take my corner.
Hey, bro.
You want red keep moving while blue patches?
Guy front, guy front, guy front! What's your status?
Alpha, be advised, gun is disabled. I'll be dismounting to repair it this time.
Copy.
Keep security tight, guys.
Watching, Stukas watching south-southeast.
Watching up the road.
Okay, so Richard's been paid back.
I'm just moving up to this destroyed Humvee on the north side.
Alpha, we are all green.
Good copy, boy. Anderson, you back up. Alright, blue, go ahead and push past red team.
Be advised, one down in this compound, might be more.
Good copy.
Got contacts on the street.
Copy. I just got a tag unknown from where.
That's coming from the north side of the road.
I'm gonna push up to this wall on the south here by the field truck.
Street, are you up? Be advised, I do believe... Oh, we have the medic down and street down.
I'll look up.
Good, copy. It looks like street may have just come to on the left side of the road there.
Target down. Or go ahead and grab Anderson and pull it back.
Popping a smoke first.
Copy. The guy that got him down is down. Oh. Stukas, go ahead and push up and take this corner from me. I got a bandage. One v advised, we have a 1 times casualty. CL is working on him at this time.
That sounds good. Copy Alpha.
There you go.
Advised,
Bandage
our
yourself.
team is ready to proceed.
Windmoor's back on security.
Alrighty, we're ready to move. Blue team will be leading us out.
Good,
Alright,
copy.
blue team, we're moving. Taking the first one. I got an opening on the right, left. Opening on the left, right side is clear. One down to this compound.
Got danger zones on the right and left side.
I was just gonna say, could that be a fucking IED? Streets down. Gonna drag him back. Windmoor, you up? Windmoor's down. This is A4. I see everybody down.
Good, copy Alpha. I'm out of the vehicle, rendering aid to CLS.
Our medic is KIA.
Interrogative, is he medic down or he is confirmed KIA?
Confirmed KIA.
Good, copy.
Dog. Oh my goodness, the dog.
One more
Thank you,
you're
sir.
up, but you need to finish bandaging.
I put 4 fucking bandages in your arm and it's still red. Jesus. There we go.
Okay, CLS coming to treat. You guys can pull security.
Alright. Fucking A.
Streets up.
No, he's not.
Be advised, street came up and went back down. I need to obtain blood from the medic. Am I authorized?
It's an A from do what you gotta do. Be advised, the medic is back on station.
Be advised, I cannot get anything from him.
Windmoor, did you give Street morphine or epi?
Both.
Both.
Street's dead. Street's KIA. No, yeah. No, hey, he's had morphine and epi. Yeah, he's gonna die. Why?
You gotta give him blood.
Yeah, I know, and he's gonna die because he was getting morphine up. We'll see. Always check for that Windmoor, because that happens every time, so... Never morphine or epinephrine if there's low in blood.
Alpha, there is another casualty. We're gonna have to continue with the mission.
Roger, he's just working on... Oh, he has deceased. Alright, we're carrying out. Alright, we're gonna carry on anyway. Red's gonna lead out. Blue, hold back.
Did you hear me, Windmoor?
Watch for
Yes.
IEDs.
You did hear me or you didn't hear me?
Yes, I did. Hold, hold. Keep your eyes peeled for IEDs. Go ahead, Anderson. Vic, go ahead and cross.
Vic's moving.
Continue leading them up. Lead the Vic. Stay with them, Stukes. Nobody off by themselves. You advise Alpha's back.
Got a guy to the northwest on the right side danger zone. Anderson, watch yourself.
Solid copy, Alpha.
He's down.
Contact straight front. I'm messed up. That contact straight front is down.
Is this guy over here to the right dead?
I got 2 guys KIA down to the northwest.
Yeah. No. Got 2 down. Got a danger zone on the right side.
Left side.
That dude.
Are they down? 8th Street. Dude's corner up here with the broken troop transport.
Yeah.
There's a dude in the building right on the left side of it.
Right on the left side, got it.
I saw him, he's got a PK. Oh, actually, it might have been the guy that ran it. He had a PKP.
Copy. Cross clearing, there's a guy around the corner.
Is he down?
Paid firm, he's down.
Crossing. Go ahead.
Yeah, they can proceed. Got an open door on my side.
Good. I got an alleyway on my right.
Cross clear.
Alleyway looks clear the first part. Opening on the left and the right. Contact on the left side.
The advised street is down.
That's a good copy.
Street's down.
Anderson, pull him back. We'll get security.
All stations is to be advised. Index.
Index, index, index.
Go ahead and get straight up and rally everybody at the front of the vehicle.
Rally everybody at the front of the vehicle after street is up.
His lower half is good.
Yeah, I know. He's just not. There we go.
Yeah, I've never had to say anything on 421 before.
It's just like 421.3.
Just the 11 Alpha 4 IC.
You're 3 IC.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, good point.
Alright, guys. There were some hiccups there. I kind of threw in a dirty trick at you with the IED. Didn't mention that was going to happen. But
I
it did.
was mid calling it up. I was like, hey, that might be it. Boom.
Yep. I mean, don't hesitate. Realistically, we probably should have either gone way around most of this entire street or just avoided the street altogether. But you know, it is what it is. We pushed through. It was much better this time, checking all the corners. Had some guys set pretty far back off the road. You guys still mopped them up very easily. In fact, there were 1 or 2 guys left in the last exercise. This time, every enemy was KIA. So very well done. Windmoor, excellent job every time Street would go down, stepping up. Stukas, even you had to step up on 421. Very well done with that as well. Want to apologize, Aegis. I'm sure this wasn't the most exciting training you've ever done, but
wake up!
So did the IED just outright kill you, Anderson, or did you just bleed out that quickly?
Well, when I blew up, I was already at super low blood loss because I had absolutely no color in my screen whatsoever, and then I just died.
Yeah.
I was running over to you to like drag you out of there or carry you, and you just kind of did that ragdoll thing. I was like, oh, he's fucking dead. But I still died, and it was just like, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. IDs will drain your blood pretty quick. As they should.
I put 5 bandages into your left arm, and it was still red. Street.
Well, yeah, I mean, essentially, blue team was standing on top of a large AED, so.
Yeah, I think I walked over it actually.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance that you're not surviving that. I think that's pretty much what we'll chalk that up to. Street, you have anything you'd like to add for the dismount team?
I'm sorry for building this course. Other than that, communication was really good. We do still need to work on. We got switched up a couple times with 1 blue in the back, 1 blue in the front, but that's once again just practice stuff.
Okay, Anderson, anything from you?
Yeah, a couple things. Windmoor, first of all.
Yep.
I know sometimes it's hard, or sometimes you want to say something, but just kind of try not to, like, tell me that, basically, I don't want to say tell me how to do my job, but I don't know any other way to describe it. Obviously, I've been a medic pretty much my entire career in the 506, so I have a fair assessment of the situation and how to handle casualties. So, just...
If you're referring to when I told you to pull him back, it looked like you were treating him, and I couldn't hold security for you where you were treating him.
Yeah, it's, just not a big thing, just letting you know. And then, I don't know if you're aware, you probably are, but they have, the reason Street died was because you gave him morphine, epinephrine. We're not sure which one it is, because it seems to vary from person to person, but if you give them any type of drug, usually...
That is one thing I've been failing to double check the diagnosis card. I keep forgetting about that.
So, just keep that in mind. And normally it's not like that. Obviously, Street got it by an IED, and his blood went skyrocketing down, so... but just, keep that in mind. And with the whole, situation we're in right now, and, it's not specifically my place to say it, because, I'm not an infantryman, but, there's no half-assing this, calling out danger zone and everything. Even if there's a lot of danger zones and alleys and corners, you need to call it out. Communication is absolutely key when we're doing this. There were a lot of times where I didn't know if I was supposed to be staying, and I'm not going to pin that specifically on Street or anyone in particular, but there were a lot of times I didn't know if I'm staying or if I'm moving. It did get better near the end, Street telling teams to move and teams to stay, but even if it seems like, it's stupid to call out the zone, everybody sees it, still call it out, because I think we need to determine what is a legitimate danger zone, where we need to stop and then move the other team up with the Bradley, as opposed to just an alleyway where we can, look, peek it, and then move across without having to halt the entire operation. But other than that, I don't have anything else.
Okay. On the comment, hold on, me. Should have done this before. I'm going to switch my helmet out because it's impossible to hear with this thing on. On the comment of what is a legitimate danger zone and things like that, every single road, every intersection, even if it's a T intersection, that's something we're always going to stop at, and cross and do the whole shindig. If you're coming up to an alleyway or something like that, like this for example, if you feel like it's safe enough for you to just high around this corner and then continue across, that's fine. As long as it's checked, it's cleared, things like that. In regards to the calling out danger zones, everything needs to be called out. This alleyway, two-story window, a balcony, it all needs to be called out because you never know. For example, if Street's watching south, and maybe he saw movement, he called that movement up, and he's watching that, he's tunnel visioned in on that. If he's still side strafing, across this opening like this, for example, you don't want him to expose his back to a danger zone. He doesn't know he's there because he's focused on something else. So just always call out danger zones, and even if it's here, I'll teleport because I have a good example of this. Okay, this guy over here, like, this isn't a typical danger zone at all, but obviously this guy's position is entirely obscured from the road we were approaching from. So if you see something like this as we're approaching, make a note of it. Make sure to say, watch that depression there and that debris or whatever you have to do to call out that danger zone. Because it is a danger zone. I think we even took a casualty from this guy here.
Yeah, Street went down behind that Humvee.
And Anderson went down right here on the corner.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, well, there you go. It just goes to show. But again, if Street's over here by this Humvee, and he sees movement behind that truck over there, it's perfectly reasonable to assume that there's a good chance he's going to side strafe like this, trying to watch for that contact. And if he exposes his back to this danger zone because he doesn't realize it's there, no one called it out, it's going to get him killed. So, in a situation like this, it's going to clutter up radio comms. There's no two ways about it. But it's something that's necessary for the safety of the team. Alright, anyone else have any questions or comments?
At least for right now, until we get like an SOP, if we're doing stuff like this, if you come to a road that you feel like you need to stop and watch, even if it's just like a slightly larger alleyway like those ones back there, call it up and say, red team stop, and we'll have blue team push past. Because it's kind of up to personal feelings about it, more or less.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to make a judgment call in those situations, because the team leader's not always gonna be in the team in the front, and if the other buddy team comes to an area like that, they need to be able to make a judgment call, and I will never fault someone for making a judgment call when they have the safety of the team as their priority. So even if it, even if it's just an open doorway in a building that's next to the street, I'm not gonna get onto you about that because you've got the safety of the team and the vehicle as your top concern. Gonna say something else. It's not been terribly important.
One thing on that note, when one member of your team is stopped, both members of your team need to stop.
Yes. Oh, another thing as far as buddy teams, if for example, Windmoor dies, he's KIA. Stukas, your new buddy team is the 3-man buddy team with Blue and yourself. Okay, never have someone going by themselves. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, and in situations like this, if let's say, for example, I'll use Street and Anderson as blue team right now. If Street's right here covering this, and Anderson somehow ends up a little bit up here like this, right? That's still not that far away from his buddy. Okay, pushing the limits, getting up here, but if you need to seek cover, go 10 or 15 meters away. As long as you can still, if you can go into normal mode, right, as far as your voice volume, and have a conversation with your buddy, you're still close enough to be safe. Okay. One thing you don't want to do is lose sight of your buddy. Okay, if he goes around this corner or something like that, you need to be within eyesight of him. But as long as you are close enough to still be able to hear each other when you're talking on normal, then you're probably fine as far as being close enough to each other, as long as you're still within eyesight. Does that make sense to everybody?
I have a comment on that as well. And there's one instance before in the first, not this straight right here that we went on, but the first one. We came into contact. I think it was the first contact we came into actually. And I ran across the street, and Windmoor, you were telling me to watch my sector. And I can watch my sector from across the street, Windmoor. I don't know what you were thinking.
You were watching down the road where Street was watching, and that's why I told you to watch your sector.
I ran over to make sure Street was okay, because I saw Street getting shot, and I turned around, and then another reason I ran over there was because, well, I had like absolutely zero cover on the other side of the road, and you know, it's in my mind better to be in cover than to be exactly where, you know, where I had the maximum view of my sector. I mean, I could still see my sector, didn't have as good as visibility, but that wasn't gonna die.
When you came over to Street's location, you left Stukas by himself on that side of the road. He was the only member on that side with no vision of him.
Yeah, Stukas moved to where I was, and I immediately began yelling at Stukas to stop.
I never crossed
go
the
back.
street.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You walked straight into the line of fire of an enemy that was shooting at us actively. Which was why I was telling Windmoor to stop worrying about it.
Okay, well, it sounds like there are people getting upset about things, getting called out for whatever reason. Just don't. I mean, if you're moving to cover and someone calls you out, say, you know, moving to cover, readjusting my position, don't take it personally. At the end of the day, we're trying to look out for each other's, you know, trying to cover each other's back, make sure our team and the vehicle completes the mission safely. So if someone tells you,
User in your channel.
I trust Windmoor, he's got a lot of experience here. I trust all you guys. So if someone says something like that, you don't, you know, like I said, don't take it personally. Just, if anything, you could say, I'm just repositioning, trying to get better cover, etc., etc., etc. It doesn't have to turn into a big. All right. But, you know, bottom line, don't leave your buddy teams. Don't lose sight of them ever. You should always be within sight. And then, as a rule of thumb, try to guesstimate if you were talking in a normal tone of voice, can you still have a conversation with them? If yes, then you're close enough to your buddy team for me to be comfortable with it. All right.
Now, I have a kind of a question. Like, do you guys, when in close quarters, when we have close CQB like this, I always have my voice on yelling. I don't know if you guys do, but I find it helps a lot that way. We don't have to use the radio all the time.
I set my voice to yelling the second we dismount.
Okay.
I'm always on normal.
Usually yelling, but if someone's having a hard time hearing you, just communicate that. Say, look, you know, or I can't hear you. Either use the radio or yell or something like that. But that is a good point to bring up. I don't really care. You know, I'm not gonna say, oh, we always have to be on yelling. We always have to be this or that. As long as you can communicate effectively, that's all I care about. With that said, though, I do put myself on yelling, and I probably always will. But you know, again, communication, that's the key. Here, then. Anybody else have?
Nope.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys are dismissed. Thanks a lot.
Once again, sorry I built this course. This is what happened.
Have a good one, guys.